George Stephananopoulos, one-time member of the Clinton team, and now the big guy at ABC News, is a scumbag.
Let's get ready to rumble! You can't handle the truth. I'm surviving on the top of the line!
Hi, I'm Pastor Marty. This is the Afternoon Drive. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Once you are, smack the bell, click the word all. That'll give you notification of my rants, my ravings, my undeniable, flawless reasonings. Please like and share this video. That's how we get the word out that we're here. And remember, there's absolutely positively nothing else like the Afternoon Drive anywhere. That ain't bragging. That's an undeniable, verifiable statement of fact. Welcome to the Afternoon Drive. So George Stephananopoulos, who began his political career working in the war room of the Clinton campaign when Bill Clinton made his inaugural presidential run. And his job was basically this, to get out in front of any type of accusation that could come against Bill Clinton and not only provide a defense for it, but literally go after anyone that made an accusation with an absolute, undeniable, ruthless vengeance. That would include all the women who came out to talk about Bill Clinton and his sexual picadillos. But George Stephananopoulos had absolutely no problem in defending Bill Clinton on all of that. But just this weekend, he had on, from the state of Tennessee, Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace, and he threw it in her face that as a rape survivor, how can you support a man accused of rape? George, I don't know if anybody has told you this, but you're an absolutely classless piece of human excrement which gets deposited and flushed out of the rectal area of the human body.
Our next guest is South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace, a Donald Trump supporter who gave candid and courageous testimony about her own experience as a rape victim weeks before launching her run for Congress in 2019.
From some of us who've been raped, it can take 25 years to get up the courage and talk about being a victim of rape.
How do you square your endorsement of Donald Trump with the testimony we just saw?
It's a shame that you will never feel, George, and I'm not going to sit here on your show and be asked a question meant to shame me about another potential rape victim. I'm not.
You've endorsed Donald Trump for president.
Right.
Donald Trump has been found liable for rape by a jury.
It was not a criminal court case, number one. Number two, I live with shame. And you're asking me a question about my political choices, trying to shame me as a rape victim, and I find it disgusting.
I'm not trying to shame you.
You are.
I'm just asking.
And I find it offensive, and this is why women won't come forward.
Women won't come forward because they're defamed by those who perpetrate rape.
Today.
I'm asking you a very simple question.
And I answered it. You're shaming me for my political choices.
I'm asking you a question about why you endorse someone who's been found liable for rape.
It was not a criminal court. And by the way, she joked about the judgment and what she was going to do with all that money, and I find that offensive.
How is the question asking you about a presidential candidate who's
You're
been
asking a rape victim.
And
you're
you've
questioning my
courageously
political
talked
choices
about
because
that.
I've been raped. I think that's disgusting.
No, I'm questioning your political choices because you're supporting
shaming me. You're trying
someone
to
who's been
shame
found
me.
liable for rape.
Exactly
you're not
what
answering
doing.
the question.
I think it's disgusting.
Well, you're welcome to say that, but you also have to answer the question.
If you want to defend a woman who made a mockery out of rape, then you go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do that.
Well, actually, what you're doing is defending a man who's been found liable for rape. I don't understand how you can do that. The judge affirmed that it was, in fact, rape. Donald Trump was found to have committed rape. That's just a fact. We'll let the viewers decide about that. Let's talk about January 6th.
Morning Schmuck over on PMSNBC was basically defending Stephananopoulos, saying she was obfuscating. She wasn't answering the question. Wait, what? She was attacked. attacked. And she was trying to make the case that Donald Trump has been accused. It's not in a criminal case. And George Stephanopoulos, remember now, he's supposed to be nonpartisan. He's in charge of ABC News. He kept referring to what the judge said. Oh no, this was rape. This was not a trial by jury in which Donald Trump was found guilty of rape in a criminal court. In fact, the jury that was involved in this case could not find evidence of rape, but did feel that Donald Trump had defamed her. Defamed her. And we've covered this woman ad nauseum, what an absolute just loon she is. This woman actually went on CNN and told Anderson Cooper that rape is sexy. Rape is sexy. She is an absolute off-the-charts loon. The state of New York changed the law and the statute of limitations on reporting rape just for this woman one time so that the state of New York could go after Donald Trump in the courts. I mean, even liberals in the alternative media are saying, whoa, time out, hold on. Donald Trump vehemently denies it. There's absolutely no evidence, no witnesses, etc., 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 etc. But this judge, awarding her $400+ million of defamation. Are you kidding me? Seriously, I mean, are you kidding me in all of this? Unbelievable. And George Stephanopoulos to sit there and go after this congresswoman like somehow as a rape survivor, she is committing rape herself by supporting this accused rapist. What an absolute scumbag George Stephanopoulos is to make this woman relive her own rape all over again, as he literally rapes her verbally. George, what about Paula Jones? Juanita Broderick? Kathleen Willey? About these women who came forward with allegations, Jennifer Flowers, Monica Lewinsky. You've never abandoned Team Clinton. And he's actually guilty of these things. Your partner in crime, your cohort, your comrade, James Carville. Talking about Paula Jones, when you drag a $100 bill through a trailer park, no telling what's going to come out. Basically implying that these women were simply coming forward for money and their 15 minutes of fame. And we all know that Hillary Rodham Clinton was absolutely beyond ruthless in her retaliation to women who came forward with these stories. But yet you'll defend Bill Clinton and somehow infer that there's a problem with her supporting Donald Trump. And just the absolute bullhawk hypocrisy here is just off the charts. Listening to Robert De Niro talk about that he would never portray Donald Trump in a movie because Donald Trump has absolutely no redeeming qualities whatsoever, and he does not play anyone, even as a villain, who doesn't have some kind of a redeeming quality. Really? Let's see. You played Al Capone in The Untouchables. Al Capone, a murderer. He had redeeming qualities. You played Jimmy Conway in Goodfellas, based on a real character, a real mafioso. There's the scene in the bar where he literally stomps the guy to death, then shoots him in the trunk of Henry's car. Jimmy Conway had redeeming values? I mean, you played in The Irishman, you were the house painter, the assassin for the mafia. And supposedly you took out Jimmy Hoffa. His own daughter didn't want to talk to him, but you were willing to portray him in a movie because he had redeeming qualities? Really? Really? These are the characters, these are the scumbags that you will portray on the screen, but you wouldn't play Donald Trump. And now we got George Stephanopoulos somehow trying to be this holier than thou, shocked that this female congressperson from Tennessee could in any way support or endorse a vile, reprehensible human being who is a violation of women's rights everywhere. But yet, the things that Bill Clinton and his family and the Clinton administration did to women who came forward, and Bill Clinton has never had to write a check. I guess he did have to pay, what was it, Paula Jones, about $800,000? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. George Snuffleupagus, you and your cohorts and the lying legacy corporate corrupt mainstream media, like the Rachel Mad Cows over at PMSNBC. We can't show a Donald Trump speech because we're committed to the truth, and listening to Donald Trump speak is just one lie after another lie. Like Joe Biden is the bastion virtue of truth. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? There's not a week that goes by that not only do we deal with dozens of Biden gaffes, but Biden and the truth are not well acquainted. And there are stories that he tells over and over and over, which have been debunked 100 times, and yet he still tells them. And even you in the media point out that some of these stories aren't exactly accurate, but yet you'll play his stuff in its entirety. And Donald Trump, because you don't like what he says or how he says it, we can't play that because we're committed to the truth. The way you people sit there and look into that camera and just absolutely lie through your teeth to the American people night after night after night. And it's all because it's self-serving. It pads your bank accounts. It gets you invited to the right parties and gives you the right access so that you can have your little sphere of influence. It's unconscionable. George Stephanopoulos, you are a scumbag.